As you can see, my model's not kind of cooperating with me right now, so this is just how it's probably going to be for the rest of the stream. Yeah. Before I get into, you know, anything today, how are all you guys? How was your week? You know, because, you know, it's probably been different for everyone and stuff, you know. I was just wondering, how's your week been? How have things been for you? Recovering. 4 wisdom teeth pulled. It's been a trip. Oh, I can definitely imagine, like, you know, I'm due to have my wisdom teeth pulled, you know, eventually, and, you know, I'm kind of biding my time for that. I'm kind of just waiting to, you know, I'm kind of dreading and hoping for it at the same time, because, like, you know, I know that recovering for it is kind of an ordeal, but at the same time, like, I need these teeth out of my mouth so that the rest of my mouth doesn't get impacted. So yeah, there's you know, I hope you have a good recovery. Yeah, I hope you have a very good recovery. Coming to terms with the fact that my 17-year-old dog won't live for much longer. Might not even see tomorrow. I'm really sorry, you know. Losing a friend must be really difficult. Losing a lifelong friend must be really difficult. Like, you know, one day they're suffering in their old age, and that, you know, their quality of life has kind of not gone down and stuff, and it's really hard to see. So, you know, but at the same time, you know, just knowing that they won't be there for much longer it's really rough. I'm really sorry. I guess that's, it's kind of related to who I'm having a serious discussion today. That sort of topic. Last night I heard my grandmother died. And it was just really sudden. It was really, it was really sudden. It was really unexpected. I mean, well, not unexpected, because she was suffering a lot at the end of, last year and the beginning of this year. But because of that, me and my dad were hoping that, you know, we'd go down during the summer and we'd visit her, just to spend time, because we couldn't spend time with her last summer because of COVID and stuff. So I hadn't seen her for nearly 2 years, and yeah, just to hear that she died last night was really rough on me. I knew she wasn't doing well, but I wanted to see her one last time. I just feel really upset for my dad too, because he's lost both of his parents in such a short time. So I can't imagine how he must feel right now. it's never easy losing a family member, no, but... You know, and I was kind of expecting this to happen, but not this soon, and I'm just kind of still processing it right now. The funeral, we have to postpone the funeral to, May and stuff, so I probably won't be able to, stream around, you know, mid-May and stuff, because I need to attend the funeral right after my finals, so there's that. And, yeah, it's... I really don't know how to feel that the, last time I'm gonna see her is probably in a box. Yeah. It's... I'm just... It still feels unreal, like I'm kind of walking through a dream right now. Like I'm kind of in this dreamlike state where, you know, if I have to see it for myself to truly let it sink in, but as of right now I'm kind of in this limbo state where, you know, I know that the information is true, but at the same time I haven't fully processed it yet. Yeah. So, yeah, that was the big... I think that was one of the big things from, last night, just hearing that very sudden news and stuff, and I'm just... you know, it's just very sudden. That's all, I think. I didn't really want to mention it, you know, publicly on Twitter or anything like that yet, just because, you know, I'm not ready to have a lot of attention surrounding this, you know, this sudden happening yet, but I'll probably talk about it eventually, I think. But yeah, that's I think what's mostly been happening with me, I think. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not entirely, you know, I mean, I'm crying right now, of course, but at the same time, I'm kind of relieved too, because the alternative would have been so much worse, I think. The alternative with her. Because, the reason why she died was because of, congenital heart failure and stuff. It was something that she'd been experiencing for, you know, the past few years and stuff, but, you know, it's really only been through 2020 and 2021 that it's been getting worse and stuff, and she was suddenly getting hospitalized more and more and stuff. But at the same time, while she was getting hospitalized, something happened with her treatment, and she started rapidly beginning to dement as well, like rapidly experiencing dementia. So had this not had happened, I would have been probably, and had she, you know, not died, I would have probably been, you know, during the summer, I'd probably watched her, like, slowly dement, and honestly, that would be, like, even scarier for me, because, you know, as it is with stuff like dementia, you know, it's watching someone's entire personhood unravel like, you know, a woolen scarf that's being pulled out by the seams, and just kind of them watching slowly their entire personality, their entire existence kind of fade away. And for the person I knew my grandmother as, you know, I do not want, you know, for what I knew her as is this, like, very intelligent, very sharp-witted and independent woman and stuff, you know. You know, it would really frighten me to see her, you know, it would really frighten me to see her like that. So, you know, even though I'm sad about what just happened, I feel like this is the, I don't know if this is the best way to say it, but I feel like this is probably the preferable way, version for, preferable way of her passing on, rather than the kind of alternative she was beginning to face. I feel like this is the better way for her to go out. Yeah.
So I think that was a main part of a lot of my grief from yesterday night, and I guess a lot of today too. And we're just I'm just kind of slowly kind of unpacking my thoughts about it and stuff. So my plan with Dad and the rest of my family now is that when we go down to where she normally lives and stuff, we're probably just gonna do a bunch of activities that remind us of her and of my grandfather, who died like around a year before she did, like a little over a year before she did. So we're just gonna be doing a lot of activities in both of their memories, I think, just because COVID took a lot of time away from us to spend time with her and stuff. So that's mainly this whole issue. Yeah. In other news, just on the whole topic of serious discussion and stuff, something, the time period for certain something that I applied for and stuff, I'm not mentioning what it is coming to an end to, I think next Monday is when the final date for a lot of the results for it to come out, are happening. And I'm kind of anxious about that as well, because, I'm kind of anxious about that. Because I don't know how I did. I submitted my application in quite early on during the application period, and, I'm not really sure what the outcome is going to be. I'm starting to take on an approach, that kind of whole approach of, how do I put it? Expect the, hope for the best, but expect the worst. That's kind of the, attitude I'm taking at this point with it. I'm hoping that by the time I reach that time, something good will happen. Maybe I'll catch my lucky break and something good will happen with this, but my kind of realist side is realistically speaking, this is a highly competitive position, and I'm just, I need to think about a backup plan if this doesn't work out. And I am working on a backup plan right now. I'm working on a backup application to another company as we speak. But, I'm really hoping that it doesn't have to come to that, because I've just been rejected so many times with bunch of different jobs and stuff that it's become exhausting. It's become really exhausting. Optimism is underrated these days, use it. But there's the thing, I'm trying to be optimistic with all of this. I'm trying to, I'm trying to be, I was optimistic about this for most of the month, but as we're coming to a close, I'm just wondering if I made the cut at all, and it's frustrating just seeing other people my age just find jobs so easily for their work, or find success, or work with a dream project or a big studio or not, and then I'm just kind of sitting around here struggling to find a job, and I may just have to work in retail over the summer, which is something I really don't want to do. Because, I really don't, it's something I really don't want to do. Yeah. So, I'm just, it's definitely because I'm not trying, or I'll put it this way, if I fail, it's not because I wasn't courageous or I didn't try. I absolutely did try. I absolutely tried my best to be courageous and ostentatious with my application. It's just, how many people do I not know about who are even more qualified for the position than I am? How, will those people will probably, given how competitive this position is, it's the likelihood of them being chosen over me for the next stage of applications, of choosing as high. So, yeah. there's a that's, that's what I'm worried about. I don't know who I'm up against. I don't know where I stand among everyone else and stuff, so it's kind of, that's kind of stressful, and just knowing how close it is to that final choosing day is kind of, yeah, it's been a lot on my mind. Yeah. My backup plan, besides the other application, is to just continue doing what I'm doing right now, and, I guess over the summer trying to find other ways of monetizing myself, maybe just opening a Patreon, maybe expanding my, reach as a streamer to, Twitch, or something like that, just using Restream to, stream on multiple platforms at once, just so that I can extend my reach. And just continue doing as I always do, and hoping that if I throw enough spaghetti at the wall, maybe one strand will stick. Something like that. That's kind of the strategy I'm doing right now of trying to find work. Just trying to send out a lot of applications, promote myself endlessly in Twitter hashtags or on Reddits and Discords and stuff like that. And just hoping that maybe someday my lucky stars will align, and the stars will align, and somehow I'll be chosen for a dream job, and I'll finally, finally someone will see my, will see my worth, I guess. But again, it still was frustrating to see that because of my location, because I'm on the East Coast compared to a lot of jobs that, I'm trying to search for, which are like on the West Coast, particularly in California and stuff. How many of these California kids get like jobs at studios and game studios for like concept art or illustration or character design and stuff, with a lot of famous creators, and meanwhile I have to literally choose from jobs that barely fit, what I'm looking for, or I get rejected from the jobs that would make a decent fit. I just, get told that I'll be put on file and they'll let me know if anything happens. It's just that same old rejection. Or I get ghosted by those companies. Which is even worse, because at least tell me that I failed. And the one company that would be liable to taking me on isn't doing internship applications right now for artists because of COVID or whatever, even though they somehow have, applications open for marketing interns and design interns, and just come on, if you can do it for those two, surely you can work something out with the art interns. It can't be that difficult. You've had a year to figure all this out. Surely you'd have something by the summer now. But I guess that's just me venting my own frustrations. I don't really know what's going on in there. They could have a very good reason for not opening up internships for art interns at that company, so... yeah, there's that. And speaking of promotion, something happened on Wednesday that's kind of making me more self-conscious about, the way I promote myself too. So, in this one Discord server that I posted, a lot of artwork and stream times in, someone, acted really passive-aggressive towards me for posting a lot in the respective art channel, because, I was sometimes, most of the posts were mine because I was promoting myself so frequently. And then, they even pointed out that sometimes I posted twice, because when I post, notices on my art stream, I usually post twice. Once for the stream announcement itself, and the second for, second as, a 30-minute warning before the stream begins to anyone who's interested in watching the stream. So, there's that. They acted really passive-aggressive towards me, and I don't understand why, because I bore no ill will towards this person. I was really, I was really shocked by their behavior, because, my honest take is, what did I ever do to them? yeah, I guess seeing a lot of one artist in like a specific channel promoting over and over again may be a little bit grinding, but was stating that really necessary? Like, they as a fellow artist should know that should know how difficult it is to make it in this career, to make a decent living in this career, and how much promotion is necessary to, make it as an artist, let alone make it as a VTuber. So yeah, that happened. A bunch of people jumped in to, defend what I was doing, including, someone I... Never mind, but I don't really want to go into this further because it was kind of a minimal happening, but it's definitely made me a little more self-conscious about, promoting everywhere, really, like whether on Twitter or on Discord or on Reddit or whatnot. I've become a lot more, in past couple of weeks and stuff, I've become a lot more aggressive with promoting myself and my content, like, whether it's through, the VTuber Spotlight and the virtual YouTuber subreddit, or just posting a lot in Discord, or retweeting a lot of my VTuber related stuff on Twitter, that sort of thing, or posting a lot of my stream announcements on the Reddit itself. But it's just frustrating to see how little of my VTuber related stuff gets engagement, and despite how much effort I put into it, and I just feel like, I think that I'm beginning to... It's been 4 months now, 4 months of me doing this, and, I'm beginning to reach a point where I'm like, I wonder if I can really do this on my own anymore. That's part of the reason why, I'm trying to... I've reached out to a lot of people. Like, I reached out to some clippers in the hopes that they'd find an interest in my streams and clip them and stuff, but so far, only one responded to my emails, and even then they haven't, clipped anything, and the others, haven't responded and obviously haven't clipped anything of my work and stuff. So I'm just at a point where I'm just like, okay, so and they're still kind of more, occupied with clipping more popular, more established virtual YouTubers, whether they're like ones from groups such as Hololive or Niji Sanji or VShojo, or like indies with big followings like Juniper Actius or stuff like that. And I'm just like, well, okay, that's fine, that's what gets the views, but at the same time, I just feel like I'm constantly treading water as an indie. Like, I'm not getting as much traction as I think I should be for the amount of effort I put into, this. It's not... It's quite disheartening, I'm gonna be quite honest. Like, there is a lot of talk about, like, the benefits of being an indie with, like, the free reign of topics you can pick, how you can, the free reign over topics you can pick, the free reign over your character design, the, free, you having no rules, like, you being able to, the VTuber themselves being able to set the rules on how they, present themselves, or how, what words they, or the amount of swear, well, I don't know, or how crass they can be, or stuff like that. There's not as much rules on that. And yeah, like, if you're an indie VTuber and stuff with a prolific following, that's great, you've got that freedom, but the real truth is that most indie VTubers will never get that option. It's really just kind of, it's really just trying to make yourself stand out, and most of the time people don't really pay attention to you. Yeah. People don't pay attention to you because you're indie, so obviously people make the assumption that your content is not as polished as someone from, I don't know, an established group or an established company and stuff. So there's that. That's, I think, why I think in the long run, just in terms of stability, in terms of the amount of support you get, why I really, why, I'm starting, maybe, I don't know, being an indie has been pretty tough, and why, I've been kind of looking maybe towards, I don't know, maybe, I don't know how to phrase this, how, people who are, a lot of VTubers within a company and stuff, they generally, it's a bit dismissive and stuff, because, being a VTuber isn't easy in general, and being, in a large company or whatever has its own kind of issues, but the fact is that you do get more support. You do get more support for promotional materials and advertising and stuff like that, so other people basically do the work you normally do by yourself as an indie. Yeah. And, I'm hoping that. And, no, I do everything by myself here. This overlay is done by myself. This model is rigged, and, this model is rigged and drawn by myself. I handle all the streams by myself. I do all the promotion and advertising by myself. No one else helps me. So, yeah. It's been a lot. I enjoy what I do, but it is also quite taxing. And, that's just the reality of things, really. That's just the reality of being an independent VTuber. I'm definitely not the first person to say this, of course, but but to say this about being an indie VTuber, I know other indie VTubers have made that discussion too. I'm it's yeah. I want to say consider collabs, but I'm having doubts about the strategy. I have been considering collabs for a while. I've mentioned this time and again, each time, like, my chat has brought it up, and other people have brought up, collabing too. But I think, I need to go into detail as to why collabing is difficult for me right now. See, the computer I run on is a MacBook Pro, and it's great for a lot of things, but streaming is not one of them. And the issue with that is that, I might have mentioned this before, but my Mac, gives me at most an hour and a half of battery life. An hour and a half of battery life, even with the plug put into, like, the main electricity into the socket that connects to the main electricity. It only gives me an hour and a half of, at most, of time that I can stream before my computer, shuts down. So it means that whatever games that I could potentially play with other virtual YouTubers and stuff is limited, and it's limited further by the fact that if I do boot up a game, it usually sucks even more power out of my computer. Like, if it's a game that uses quite a lot of, has, like, high graphics and stuff, something like, Apex or something like that, then, that's definitely out of the question, because I don't think even my call-up would last, like, for about an hour, and most of these, popular call-ups and stuff last for, like, several hours and stuff. So what I'm trying to say is, like, as much as I do genuinely really want to do a collab, and I do think it would help me, gain more traction as a virtual YouTuber, with the setup, with the hardware and the setup I have right now, it would be difficult to play games that, it will be difficult for me to play games for a long period of time, and for collab to be really enjoyable with me, since I only have an hour and a half at most with my computer to run streams. So, one thing I'm considering over the summer is that I may open commissions to raise money for a new PC that can take those loads that my stream demands and stuff. So that's something I've been considering over the summer, just raising commissions to help me build my own PC, and to not use this computer for not use this computer for streaming, because as much as I love it, again, it's not designed for streaming. So yeah, that's the big part of why I can't, like, really call it much. Yeah. Ugh, yeah, sounds like an Apple product. Sometimes I wish Steve Jobs would rise from the grave, just so I could put him back in myself. I don't think this is anything on Steve Jobs. I think this is more Tim Cook, because, like, Steve Jobs has been dead for, what, 9 years now, I think? And, 9 years now. So no, I think this is a Tim Cook issue, and I think a lot of the really big design flaws of Apple products started appearing after he took over. Like, God, those USB-C ports, I hate that. Ugh. I think that's one of the worst design decisions Apple made with their computers. Ayush, I'm not from Australia. I'm actually, well, actually, let me go, look up. When did Steve Jobs die? Hold on. Let me look. He died in 2011. Holy shit, he's been dead for nearly 10 years. He's been dead for nearly 10 years. So I guess I'm not wrong when I say 9 years, but he died back in 2011. That's kind of scary to think about. Yeah. Ayush, sorry, Ayush, to answer your question, I'm not from Australia. To give a little bit on my background, I was born in London, England, but both of my parents are American. And, you know, I stayed in London for 18 years to do primary and secondary school. And then I came over to America on the East Coast to do to attend university. So the reason why I have this accent is basically because of my parents. Yeah. Hi, Platina. Thanks for coming along to the stream. I really appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, no, TLDR, that's why collabing is difficult for me. And I should probably put that in my FAQ, because a lot of people have asked me about collabs and stuff, and, you know, as much as I want to do them, that's why it's very difficult for me to do them. Like, as of right now, like, I can talk about... As of right now, I've only been streaming for about 34 minutes or so, but my computer battery is already at 69%. It was at 100% when I started streaming. So, yeah, that's I think a pretty good indicator of how much my battery has been draining since the beginning of this stream. It's been draining by, oh, well, now it's at 68. It's been draining by 30, it's just lost 32% of the battery. Yeah. So, there's that. Yeah. So yeah, I think my game plan is to, you know, just raise money for an upgraded rig, and I think I'm probably gonna upgrade my sound rig too. I have, I think, basically enough money to upgrade my sound rig, but I don't really want to do that until I get a new computer, build my own computer. So I wanna wait until that happens, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I just wanna wait until then, and then I can really put out, I guess, more quality content, like, you know, proper, like, singing, I don't know, singing covers that really show the full depth of my voice, because with the mic I currently have, it's good for streaming, it's good for talking and stuff, as you can hear, but it's not super good for, singing, because it makes my voice kind of not really have a lot of depth. I guess that's the best way I could, say it. Yeah. Hey, you should worry about your personal matters first and foremost. Yeah. My plan is that, you know, after I get the Saturday and Sunday streams done with, like, you know, just doing an art stream and, doing an art stream and then finishing off the, I think the Sans part, the Sans part of my Undertale playthrough, on Sunday, I'm probably going to, not stream on Monday, which is when I usually do an indie stream or something like that, because, you know, that's the last day for results for this, this big, application thing to come in, and if I don't hear anything, I'm probably gonna be really sad, so, yeah, I'm probably gonna take that day off. I'm probably gonna, take that day off for, you know, not to, just focus on myself and stuff like that. Yeah. Hi, Alicia. Thanks for coming along to the stream. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Okay, time to bankroll Mado's battle rig. Damn, like, you know, just an epic gamer rig. Like, I don't know. Maybe I should invest in a computer with, like, really cool rainbow LEDs and, I don't know, like, nitrogen coolers and stuff like that. Maybe I should invest in, like, the most obnoxious gaming rig possible, so that when people come in and they watch, I don't know, when people come in, and stuff, yeah. Pink and green gamer lights, maybe, but I was actually more thinking pink and yellow, because yellow is my favorite color. Although, actually, maybe pink, yellow, and green. Pink, yellow, and green. Or maybe all three, yeah. I don't know, I'm still undecided. I'm still undecided with color combinations for my PC battle station. Do you plan to switch to PC? Yes, I do. I do plan to switch to PC. Like, I think Macs are good for, like, you know, schoolwork and, you know, kind of more business work and stuff like that. My Mac's been really great in that regard, but it is not good for streaming or gaming or anything like that. So I'm going to be switching to PC for most of my streaming activities, ideally. Yeah. Pink and green gamer lights. Primary light source for the room. It's gonna have to compete with, like, my very bright desk light and the natural light that's coming in through the windows, and also the lights in my room, I guess. But, you know, I think it'll manage. I think it'll have to compete with all that. Oh wow, 11 people, new record. Actually, this isn't the greatest amount of people I've gotten on stream. I think the greatest amount has been like something like 16 or something, which is during one of my art streams, which usually tend to be the most I've lost track of what I was trying to say. Oh no, okay, so with my art streams and stuff, they generally tend to be the most popular of my streams, because a lot of people follow me for my artwork and stuff on Twitter, so, you know, they usually come along to see how I do processes and stuff, yeah. Make sure I buy a good monitor with good color. Yeah, I will do, I definitely will do. I'm, you know, I'm planning to ask a friend of mine, who's a close friend of mine, to help me build a PC, because she knows a lot about, PC building and stuff, and PC parts, and which ones are, like, good to get and what good deals are in each of them. So, yeah, I'm hoping that she'll be able to recommend to me, like, what the best parts are for, best parts are for a PC. It's quite hard to get a GPU nowadays, but maybe a pre-build would be ideal. Yeah, I heard that a lot of, you know, GPUs are hard to get nowadays for kind of certain less than, ideal reasons. Bitcoin! Yeah. But yeah, I might see it, you know, I might see what the pre-built options have to offer too. I have heard though that, you know, getting a custom PC is, easier to, is, like, cheaper though, so I'm gonna see what my options are with that, but, I'm gonna see what my options are with that, and if it doesn't work out, then I'll probably invest in some, a pre-built one. Yeah. My, PC mustard race, because Mac and consoles can't catch up. I love me a bad pun. Thank you for that. I guess, you know, my Mac is a bit of a potato when it comes to streaming, and, my, ideal PC would be more of a beef PC, as Polka would call it. Yeah. My current monitor is a hand-me-down TV strapped to my old laptop. The laptop stream is borked, so... Oh, Jesus. That sounds like a really rough setup. Are you doing okay? Like, I mean, I haven't used a proper PC in a while. I've been mainly running on laptops and stuff, so, wow, that sounds like, you know, a lot. I don't really know what words I can say, put together to, you know, say, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's, if things don't work out with this whole application thing, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna invest in a invest in a proper PC. Yeah. And I thought I had it bad since the pandemic. Oof. Yeah. I think the pandemic has just kind of, rotted our brains and just made everything in our lives go kaput in different ways. It sucks. I want it to be over with. Although, speaking of which, just like in terms of like, more optimistic news regarding the pandemic and stuff, I got my first shot last Sunday, so, I'm beginning to be immunized for that, so I'm really happy about that, because it's been a long time coming, so, I'm happy. I've got my next shot, my second shot, coming, on the 8th and stuff, and I'm not super looking forward to that, because I hear that, once you get the second shot, it really hits you like a truck. And it's right before my finals too, so I'm just kind of like, oh god, let my immune system have mercy on me before it's too late. Yeah, I'm just hoping for the best here. Like, I'm still gonna take it regardless of where its proximity to my finals and stuff, because it's for the good of everyone, really. But at the same time, I'm not looking forward to the tiredness and brain fog that will ensue. Yeah. At this point, I'm willing to job hunt in this bumfuck village that I've been stuck in. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes with me too. Like, I'm not in a bumfuck village or anything. I'm in a, but still, yeah, like, with regards to the kind of jobs I'm, searching for right now, it may as well be, because, this area, it's great for people who want to do medicine, like my twin sister, but it's not great if you want to do something like illustration or animation or video games or stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. My sis got better in a day and a half after the second Moderna shot. That's interesting, because, like, I think I'm taking the Pfizer shot. I got the Pfizer shot, so I don't know what's gonna happen to me. Apparently, according to my family stuff, since other members of my family got the Pfizer shot, they weren't really affected by, like, their second shot. So I'm hoping that will be the case for me as well. But, I've heard a variety of reactions to different shots and stuff. A new Mado 380 Ti GPU from Nvidia will soon be released, probably mid-May. You might want to keep an eye on stocks. I've heard it's $1,099 SRP. I might keep my eye. I might keep my eye on that. That looks promising. That looks very promising. So, if when it does come out and stuff, I might keep an eye out for it. Yeah. And, add it to my PC build when the time comes for me to, really start constructing the Mado gamer rig. Yeah. So I'll definitely take a note of that. Yeah. Noted. Pfizer is milder than Moderna, I hear. Okay, that's good. If that's the case, then, I might be better than, I might be better by the time I start my finals, which will be all great. It'll be super great. That'll be great. Yeah. Actually, it's interesting, because when I did have my first shot, I did experience a few side effects. I guess the only side effect I had was just feeling, like, really tired and stuff. So, like, feeling really tired, so, yeah, I think the second shot will be okay, too, and I'll probably be better by the next day, so that'll be good. Goodbye, Ayush. Take care. Have a good evening. My village's administration is so inept, we aren't even listed on any of the Phase 2 vaccination centers. Oh my god, yikes. That's really bad. I mean, that would probably be, it probably wouldn't be best of me to say, like, I hope they do it soon, because from the sounds of it, it's been a year. They should be doing it right now, but that's bad. Yeesh. That's really bad. I'm so sorry. All I can say is that I'm currently crossing my fingers for you right now. I'm just crossing my fingers for you and hoping that, things improve for you and the people in your area soon, because, that's borderline unacceptable. My god. I'm feeling a lot better now. I'm feeling kind of more, calm now, I think. This, beginning of the, stream was a bit rough, I think, but, I'm feeling better, if a little tired and stuff, a little, yeah. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, I'm probably just going to take the, Monday stream off and just do 3 streams, next week. Just take just do 3 streams for next week, if anything, because, I just, that Monday is giving me a lot of anxiety, I'll put it that way. But if that doesn't work out, I hope my backup plan does, at the very least, and, well, maybe I can send an email to the company, too, and see if they can give me a second look, because I know that's worked, I've known that's worked before with some of their previous members, like, them sending an email to the company and, asking them for a second chance or something to be worked out. Yeah. Yeah. I can't state what's happening on Monday, because if I reveal what it is, it may, jeopardize my chances of, it may jeopardize my chances of, being selected for it, so I'm not gonna say much more of, what it is, but Monday's, like, for reference, Monday's, like, basically the last day that I'll probably hear about, like, that I could potentially hear about whether I got into this, the next round of this, thing or not. Yeah, that's what's happening on Monday. Since the, beginning period, the end period for the, application period was, March 26th. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what's happening. Oh boy, if this was the only problem we were facing, our mayor can't even corruption proper. She stole gravel and lampposts. Not even timber or build a fancy villa. That's quite absurd. That's really absurd. Yeah, like, that's like really absurd. I'm sorry, but like, why? Why would anyone do that? Like, I could somewhat get the logic behind, someone stealing timber or building a fancy villa as, like, a form of corruption or whatever, but why steal gravel and lampposts? That's odd. That's really odd. Yeah. Keep pushing. I believe Nene from Hololive auditioned about 4 times. That is true, but you have to realize that with Nene specifically, that was due to her circumstances during the audition as well. Because at the time she was auditioning for Generation 5, like, she auditioned every 2 weeks during the audition, and she kept on getting a rejection letter, like, I think for the first 3 times, but because of her persistence, yeah, she got it the 4th time, but with, from what I've heard, with the later auditions and stuff, they don't do that anymore. It's kind of a one and you're done deal, meaning you've only got one shot to submit the auditions, and you can't try again. So Nene was able to exploit, the way auditions worked during that period of Hololive, but they don't work like that anymore. The auditions don't work like that anymore, and I think she and other people within the group have acknowledged that, that's probably not how, auditions and how scouting, how auditions work for the group, or frankly for most VTuber groups anymore. Yeah. So it was really just due to she was just really good at exploiting the system due to her circumstances, and because she managed to find that loophole and showed her determination, she, you know, that I think was what rewarded her. But, you know, that's not the case anymore, so it's now harder than ever, I think. Yeah. It's so sad, the higher authorities aren't getting involved. They look at our village as if it was that one kid in grade school that kept eating paste. Yeah, at this point, I don't really, you know, it's just, it must be, I really have no words. It's just, you know, it must, I can't estimate, I can't begin to fathom how frustrating it must be for you and for everyone else there to just watch all this stuff happen and just watch no one do anything about that, even though, you know, logically they should be. And that's, you know, that's just really frustrating in general, I think. Yeah. I'm really sorry about that. It really fucking sucks. Blech. Anyways, in another optimistic piece of news, the piece I'm going to be working on tomorrow is one of Suisse and Anamachi, and you know, it's one that I've been working pretty hard on, and I really like it a lot, so I'm hoping that, you know, when the time comes for me to color it and shade it and stuff, I hope that, you know, people come along and like what they see, because I'm really happy with how I've worked on it so far, so I hope that, you know, yeah, I hope that everyone likes it too. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to the drawing stream tomorrow, and obviously I'm looking forward to the Sans stream on Sunday, because, you know, I had to postpone it from last week. Precisely because I had the shot last week and it made me kind of weak and dizzy. So, you know, I'm looking forward to kind of tying that metaphorical ribbon on my Undertale playthrough. Yeah. And kind of seeing how I do against the infamous Sans Undertale. Yeah. I guess all I can really do right now is just keep going and just keep doing what I normally do. Yeah, that's all I really can do. Just being myself. Sans Undertale Rage Cage. Well, if I don't do super well against Sans, there may very well be a Sans stream quite like my infamous Undyne stream. I'm not looking forward to that. I'll probably, you know, that'll probably be my last Undertale stream in that case. But after I finish Undertale, I'll probably bridge it over with Deltarune. I'll probably replay Deltarune and see what I can do with that as kind of a bridge to my next game. And I think after Deltarune, my thought is that maybe I'd play a game like To the Moon or something like that. It's a RPG game I've heard a lot of praise about, and you know, it's definitely on my to play list. I would really love to play To the Moon. So yeah, I might do a playthrough of that, and we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Yeah, I've really wanted to experience it for myself, so, you know, I hope you all think that's a good choice, because, you know, it's a game I've always wanted to play for a really long time. Yeah. To the Moon will probably be the game after Deltarune. Yeah. Gah. Never heard of it, but I'll tune in. Yeah, I mean, I'm not... You know, it's kind of a game you know of if you've been in the RPG Maker game community for a bit, but, you know, it's received a lot of praise for its storytelling and its very emotional plot beats and character writing and stuff, so you know, I really want to experience it for myself, to really just experience good video game writing, because, you know, I'm really passionate about video games and writing and stuff like that. So, you know, I want to just experience it for myself, just to kind of get inspiration for my own projects and stuff. Yeah. I'd really love to play it just for that. And also, like, the music I've heard is really good too. There are also sequels, as well, like, I'm trying to remember the sequels as well, but, you know, because it has sequels, you know, obviously it'll be good for Let's Playing and stuff, because after I finish To the Moon, it'll be good for me to play the sequels and just continue the story from there. Do you cry easily because To the Moon is sad? Yes, if you saw me during the pacifist route of Undertale, I was crying ugly tears at the Azrael scene, so, be prepared for, if that's the case, then I'm pretty prepared for more of that while playing To the Moon. I've heard that it has a reputation for making people cry. Yeah. I like torturing myself emotionally. This is just who I am. Alternatively, though, I might play a game on, emulator. I don't know. Maybe I'd play, yeah. You know, in terms of emulator games, I might really want to play, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga again. That game was a big part of, my childhood. I played that game a lot when I was, like, 8, 9-ish? Yeah. And, you know, I played, like, the original version where they didn't have, like, all the easy stuff added in. So it was a really hard game, but it was really satisfying. And I'm sad that the remake of the game is just a lot easier, because it kind of ruins what I had a lot of fun with Superstar Saga. That kind of feeling of, like, I could die at any second, so I have to stockpile on all of these, syrups and, mushrooms and stuff to keep my Mario Bros alive. So I might want to, you know, I might see if I can download a, emulator and see if I can play, you know, I can play Mario and Luigi again, maybe. Because that's a game that I have a lot of fun memories of. I might also play Partners in Time as well, because that's, like, the only one of the first 3 Mario and Luigi games that I didn't play, and I still really want to experience it for myself, yeah. So, you know, that might be on the, agenda, too. We'll see, though. We'll see how I do after, you know, Deltarune is finished. I'll probably come up with something by then, yeah. I think Markiplier cried while playing. I think a lot of people cried while playing, to be honest. Like, I don't know, if you go onto the, Steam page and, you, check the comments for the game and stuff, you'll be like, I cried a lot, the emotions, and... Yeah, I think that tends to be, like, a pretty universal experience for To the Moon, I think, so I think I'll be just another addition to that crying, wall of crying people, I think. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, thanks for talking with me today. I know this is a little bit more of a serious stream than usual, a little bit more of a, you know, less happy stream than usual, but, you know, I'm glad it kind of took an optimistic, bend by the end. I really appreciate it. Yeah. I tried playing through the Superstar Saga remake, but stopped partway through. I finished the, Superstar Saga remake, but I can totally understand why you do that, because let's be frank here, it's a lot easier than the original game. And I don't really love the new sprite work, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it lacks a lot of the kind of very, you know, cel-shaded blocky colors and, shading that the original, Superstar Saga graphics had. Yeah, I just felt like I feel like it lacks the, charm that the original game had, which is sad, because I love the original game a lot. It's still one of my favorites of all time, yeah. But, yeah, no, to conclude, I'm really glad that we had this chat, and, you know, I could get a lot of this all off of my chest and stuff. So, yeah, you know, even though my avatar isn't working right now, as you can see, because this internet here is fickle, to say the least, you know, I really appreciate it. Thanks so much, and, you know, I hope that tomorrow's stream is a really good one, because, you know, I'm gonna be drawing Suise and Anamachi, and I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah. So, thank you so much, and I look forward to, tomorrow's stream. Yeah. Thank you. It's healthy to talk about it from time to time. We all have struggles and need an outlet. Yeah, I totally agree. So I think the stream was very important for me. Thank you so much. And, I look forward to, tomorrow. I look forward to tomorrow. See you all then. Bye-bye. And hopefully my avatar will work by then. Bye now.